Trinita, and it is January 2nd. So I hope everybody had a great, amazing new year. I wanted to come on and give you guys some update on what we're doing. So we are trying to have a baby. I want to come on and share with you guys how we're coping with this act of trying to conceive, basically. I know there are a lot of women on YouTube who are doing this, who are, sharing their journey with you guys. I found a few women of color who are trying to conceive and who are willing to share their experience. So there were not many of us, so I decided, let me go ahead and throw my little story out there. There are a few that I do watch, but I don't see many, so I just wanted to put the information out there as far as what I'm doing. The reason why I really want a kid is because it's innate. Like, it's just something in me that's like, baby, I want a baby, I want a baby, I want a baby. And I think that's natural. A lot of people say once you have baby fever, it never really goes away until you have a kid. I used to work for the federal government, and I worked with toddlers, and even working there, it still made me want a kid. The child is just something that I've wanted for years, but I knew that it wasn't the right time in my life. The wedding day, I was just like, let's get this, let's go ahead and do this. But we've been trying since August, which is right before our wedding. I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of background about my cycle and when it started, a little bit of background about my journey with birth control, a little bit of stuff. I started my actual period when I was about 12 years old. I dealt with cramps, horrible cramps, like since I was 12. My mom used to have to come pick me up from school. I currently do not have endometriosis, PCOS. I don't have any thyroid issues. I'm good. I went to the doctor about a month and a half ago, and everything came back normal. I'm good. So they don't start to do testing or anything to see if there's anything up with your fertility until it's been about a year of you trying. So everything's good in that area. When I was about 20, going on 21, I started birth control pills, and I was on birth control for almost a year, if not a little over a year. And I was told to stop taking birth control because I had started to have a single lump in my breast, and the doctor was like, let's just lay off the birth control to see if that could be the issue. So it ended up being nothing. I'm fine. It was there for years, and it just finally disappeared. 2 years ago, I was told that I have fibroids. I got it checked out, and it was very small. She said if they gave me any trouble to go to the doctor. I haven't felt like I've been in trouble in regards to my fibroids. They're small. I felt like they kind of appeared out of nowhere. And I was just like, fibroids, okay, cool. I just started to be more mindful of the chemicals that I was coming into contact with. And I noticed that during that time when the fibroids appeared, working with military children, we had to make sure it was always sanitized, and we would use a bleach solution to clean every single day, all day, throughout the entire day. That's what we cleaned with. So I kind of put that with, I was like, maybe it was just, all that chlorine. But as of now, it's been a little over a year, a few days over a year since I stopped working for the government. And it's just, I don't know. I feel like some cycles, I don't have to deal with cramps as harsh as I used to months ago. They kind of subsided slightly. It's still uncomfortable. It still kind of pushes me to tears, but it's not, I noticed that it's starting to fluctuate in the pain that I feel when I do have cramps. About 2 years ago, I had ovarian cyst rupture. That was the most painful thing ever. Oh my gosh. It was awful. I didn't know what was going on. I thought I had food poisoning. I thought it was a bug inside of me, y'all. I literally thought I had a bug or something, because the pain wasn't in my lower extremities. It was right in the center of my stomach. And I was just like, what in the world is this? And it went on for hours, and I ended up going to the emergency room. It's almost like a boil inside on your ovary, I guess. That's what I'm equating it to. And oh my God, it was awful. And it was crazy because my mom was like, oh yeah, I had one of those when I was about your age. And I was like, girl, why you didn't tell me? That's something I need to know. But yeah, y'all, that was the worst. But I've been fine ever since I stopped birth control back in 2010. I think it was about 2010. I actually have been charting my fertility for the past 8 years or so. So it has been an amazing journey trying to figure things out with my body. And I feel like things happen for a reason, and it was meant for me to not be on birth control pills, because those hormones, they can like really mess you up. But there are people who start birth control pills like or birth control in general when they're like really young. Entire cycle has yet to mature. So when I say cycle, I mean from the start of your period until your next period. That is considered your cycle. So for me, I've been charting, and I used to just basically chart, oh, my period came on, oh, okay, my period came on, it went off this day. I noticed that my period actually went from a 4-day period to a 3-day period. But my luteal phase is like a whole 14 days. And so I'm like, well, I guess I'm okay, you know, like everything's fine. I have a little bit of spotting before my period, but it's not like, you know, extreme to where it's like a concern. So that's how my cycle is right now. I've been doing a few things to prepare my body for pregnancy. It's a little hard, especially during the holidays, because I was eating everything. When I tell you, this is like the first year in years that I really was just like, pig out, don't care. Like, I don't know why, but I was pigging out. So we're actually about to go on a cruise in a few weeks. So I'm trying to like lose a few pounds so I can pig out some more. But other than that, I'm still like really, you know, conscious of what I put into my body. I'm really a simple type person when it comes to food. I don't really mess with processed foods. And that was back in college when I lost about 50 pounds in college. That's how I lost it. I pretty much started to pay attention to what I was putting in my body. I chart my fertility for one. I've been charting to prevent pregnancy because I'm not on birth control. So I've been trying to prevent pregnancy, which has led me to know exactly when I need to be doing it, which means not just the day I ovulate, but the days before and that day after. I know those dates and when I should be trying to actually, you know, what they call baby dance. But I know that not only because of you know, ovulation prediction kits, I've taken those, but I also know mainly because I actually can feel it. And there are a lot of women who don't have any clue as to what the signs are. So a lot of the signs are, of course, your mood, your cervical mucus, which is that discharge. It's usually super clear and slimy, and egg whitey is what they call it during the time, during the actual ovulation period, like that day, that 24-hour period, I guess you could say. But all of those other clues that help you figure it out leading up to it as well. You can get a kit. I actually have some kit here, and I basically got these off of Amazon because anybody who's actually trying to conceive, who's going on the forums and stuff, they know that these things are expensive when you buy them from Walmart or your drugstore. They are expensive because you only get a few of them. I actually went on Amazon, and I put the link below so you can order them if you're trying to get some. And I just ordered like, I think I have like, it's more than 50. I don't even remember how many I got. But all the information will be down below. But basically, it's almost like a pregnancy test. Like maybe a week after my cycle, my period, you know, ended, I would just keep testing until I got a positive. And basically it tests the hormone that is telling your body like, hey, ovulate. It's testing for that hormone. And I test until I see a positive, and then I test, and then the lines get darker in that 24-hour period of you actually ovulating. So for me, even though I feel it's painful for me, like an entire 24-hour period, like literally like clockwork point. And then the next day at that 24-hour mark, the pain goes away. It's so weird. Some people feel a pinch, like when the egg releases. But for me, I know that I ovulate because I feel that pain for 24 hours. And my ovulation prediction kits have actually confirmed it on multiple occasions, just for my sanity. I just want to make sure. I chart that in my app. A lot of people think that the apps are just like these magical things that just knows your body, but that's not true. Just because your period goes off at one point doesn't mean that 14 days later you're gonna ovulate. Some people ovulate 8 days after they There's everything in my app. Like, there are features on these apps where you can actually override whatever the app says to create your actual plan of how you actually ovulate. Because a lot of people are going based on the 14-day, 28-day cycle, and that's not how it works with everybody. You just have to be aware, do some research, go on YouTube, Google it, go on forums. I'm actually a part of the What to Expect forum. Just go into the Trying to Conceive forum and you'll see so many things. I learned so many things, especially about the luteal phase, after you ovulate until your period starts. So that phase, in order for you to like know that there's nothing wrong, your luteal phase should be between 10 and 14 days. Like, we have to know these things. So start to get to know your body. Another thing I do is I listen to podcasts. Now, I've laid off on the podcast a little bit because like I'm trying to be more relaxed. But those podcasts are very informative outside of just Trying to Conceive. I listen to Fertility Friday. That is like one of the most amazing podcasts I've ever like listened to. And Lisa is such an amazing, like, informative person, and you're able to gather things that you never expected to gather. She helps a lot of women, you know, figure out their cycles and try to get their bodies back in sync. And it's just amazing to listen to these people's stories and listen to these doctors come on and talk about fertility and how to be aware of your fertility, on how you don't have to have birth control pills, because we can only get pregnant 6 days out of the month, you know? So you're on this pill that is like changing your hormones for years or for, you know, months at a time. And it's just, is it doing more harm than good? Also being aware of what foods I'm actually eating. For me, I've looked up and heard people talk about on the forums, of course, on Googling stuff, WebMD, all these different sources that tell you what's good to eat while you're trying to conceive. So some of the things I've been incorporating in my diet is more fat. So I'm actually like kind of keto. Like, I'm not really like full-blown keto, but I do intermittent fasting, and I do drink keto coffee daily, especially to lose these few pounds. But I'm still intaking, I don't know, it's just something about drinking the coffee, just, I guess it makes me want more fat. So I'm starting to eat more fat and I end up going into ketosis, even though I don't want to. A fatty diet of good fats, so that grass-fed butter, that organic butter. I actually make my own butter. I've been eating pomegranates. I've been eating Brazil nuts. Oh my God, Brazil nuts. Brazil nuts are amazing. I had never had a Brazil nut till I was trying to have a baby. Like, okay, but the hardest thing I can say about these Brazil nuts is cracking these things open, child. But they're so good. It's like, has this sweet, nutty flavor, almost like pecans. Almost, I say pecans, but y'all, somebody gonna correct me on here. Anyway, those things are amazing. So this go around, this cycle, I decided to do the pineapple core. Gross. I don't know who idea that was, but they say it's good for you to eat Brazil nuts after you ovulate, pomegranates after you ovulate, and the core of a pineapple 4 days before you ovulate, and then the day before, I think. Do not quote me. It was bad, but it wasn't like so bad. I'm trying to have a baby, so whatever. Being more conscious of the fluid I intake. I need to drink more water. You know, I think a lot of times we forget that there's a phase before you actually ovulate that, you know, prepares the egg to be released, and that's important too. I've been just eating better, you know, trying to get better. But on this cruise, I'm about to be popping off. Another thing I've been doing, and my doctor told me this 2 years ago, but I didn't really, you know, do it until I actually started trying to conceive. She told me to get some prenatal vitamins because I was not on birth control pills or birth control contraceptives or whatever. She told me you should start taking prenatal vitamins just in case, so your body has what it needs if you just pop up pregnant.
So I was like, girl, please, I am not about to be taking no prenatal vitamins. They cost too much.
But I got a Sam's Club membership, so I went to Sam's Club and I got a 5-month supply of these Nature Made. Y'all, I don't feel no type of way. They are huge, but I'm a pill popper. Not like really, but ever since I was growing up, I take pills. I'm not about that liquid life. But this is what it looks like. It's just, you know, good little size. But it goes down really smooth. But this is the Multi Plus DHA. I've also been taking my hair vitamins. So I have these hair vitamins I've been taking, and they're packed with selenium. They have a lot of selenium in them, and selenium is good for building up your uterine wall. It's good for that. And the Brazil nuts also have selenium. So I've been making sure I take my hair vitamins because they have that in them, as well as, you know, all that good stuff to make your hair grow. Everything that I take is all natural and plant-based. So I've also been taking probiotics because your gut health is very important, because if you realize your gut all in the same area as your uterus and your fallopian tubes and your ovaries and all of that stuff, that's why when we have probiotics in our system, the correct probiotics, that flora seeps into that your whole womb basically. So I'm making sure I have my probiotics, and I also make my own kombucha. So I've been getting some good stuff up in there, trying to get it situated because I need my baby to be surrounded by good stuff, you know? I started to like rid my house of chemicals, like harsh chemicals. We really don't have anything really bad in our house anymore. I got rid of all my Bath and Body Works and everything that had fragrance in it. I basically gave it to my husband and told him to take it to work, and his staff just took over. I was just like, I'm not about to put this on my body anymore. I've been looking at my hair products for 7 years now, being natural, and I found the perfect products for my hair. And it's supposed to be all natural, but you have to be careful with that all natural stuff. Check the ingredients, because like that last ingredient is sometimes the worst, and that ingredient is fragrance or perfume. I feel like I need to finish them up because I paid for them. I'm just gonna take them back to Sally's and just be like, hey, I'm not using this anymore. But I've been, you know, taking everything out because I want to be in practice mode right now, so when I do have a child, I won't, you know, expose my body to too many harsh chemicals. So I think makeup is going to be one of those things that's going to take me a while, because I love my makeup. I don't wear it all the time because I ain't got time for that. I'm going to start using a mixture. I'm going to make it, but the base is going to be shea butter as a lotion, and I make my own shampoo now. My husband, he actually loves it. He has locks, and he was just like, yeah, this is gonna work. His scalp was horrible, but now his scalp, you know, it's not as bad as it usually is because I made the shampoo. If y'all want me to show y'all how I'm gonna make all this stuff, just let me know. Hit the like button to let me know that you want me to do videos on how to make some of the stuff that I'm making. I've actually been using the Honest brand products to clean my house. They have this subscription going on right now. The subscription actually is very good deal. So y'all, like, I got so many products for $35. Do a bundle of 5 products and get those products in the mail every month. Of course, you can skip and push stuff back and all that, and I don't need anything right now. We still have Dawn. I know Dawn is probably not good. I haven't looked it up. I have an app called Think Dirty, but I'm scared to look on it right now.
Because I know I got a whole bottle of Dawn and I don't want to throw it away.
Another thing I want to implement, and I kind of slacked off in the month of December. I was actually doing yoga consistently, like every morning. I think I would do it like at least 4 days out of the week. And I was doing yoga, and it made me feel so good. Oh my God. It just made me feel so good. Went to the doctor. She was like,
oh, you're exercising?
Yeah, girl, I'm exercising.
She was like,
oh, what are you doing?
Yoga.
She was like,
oh, you need to do some cardio. I was like,
cardio? What's that?
child, please. I tried to do some cardio like 2 days later, y'all. I did low impact. Did like 15 minutes because YouTube has some good workouts. Like, you just need your heart to be pumping for a good 15 minutes. Y'all, low impact, 15-minute workout had me dying. I was like, I thought this was low impact. My legs hurt and I couldn't sit on the toilet. Like, it was awful. And I was just like, I'm gonna do this. So after that, I kind of, you know how once you start feeling pain, you like, bruh, I'm done for the next few days. Those few days turned into a few weeks. So I need to get my life back together. But exercising is very important. It's also important to your husband's, you know, count. So he's been exercising. He's been taking vitamins as well. We have a actual multivitamin that he takes. It has nothing to do with fertility, but it's good that he's getting some nutrients. And he also takes the hair vitamins too, because selenium is good for bringing up that sperm. Exercising is very important. You want to get that exercise in your system now, so while you're pregnant, it's easier for you to exercise. So that's what I want to do. I want to be one of those exercising, I'm lying. I want to be one of those energized pregnant people. I know y'all probably laughing like, girl, whatever. Let me dream. So the number one thing, I was all out of order, but y'all, the number one thing that I have done in order to keep peace within my soul, in order to like relax in this whole trying to conceive journey, I have been praying. I have been reading a devotional on the Bible app that's literally a fertility Bible devotional. Y'all, it has really put things into perspective and how everything's in God's plan. And you just have to be okay with that. You have to be at peace with it. And when you're supposed to have a child, you're gonna have a child. Like, that's pretty much what I've been dealing with. Like, okay, God, okay, whatever time you want me to have a baby, okay? But I really want one right now. Like, for real. But basically, the whole entire devotional is based on faith. Like, having faith that God is gonna do whatever it is that he needs to do or that he wants for your life. And like, it's been allowing me to relax, which is like, you know, one of the most important things about trying to conceive. Relaxing and just taking it all in, enjoying yourself in trying to conceive, and just not looking at somebody else's journey. Because honey, when I tell you, I was looking at these kids like, how y'all
out here, like, y'all ain't even trying. I've been out here trying, and y'all just pop up pregnant.
Okay, that's not fair. But I had to realize that ain't my journey. I ain't supposed to have a baby right now. I just want one so bad. But it's just been, it's been an amazing few months. I know a lot of women deal with it, but having not been on birth control for that long period of time, like, it made me question, like, can I have children? Like, honestly, that's pretty much what was happening. Like, can I have children? And I'm just like, yeah, I can. And especially reading my devotional, like, it reassures me, like, I can have children. I am gonna have a child. I might not be when I want, but I'm gonna have one, because that's a promise that's what's been told to me. Like, but I'm not gonna, you know, that's not gonna prevent me from preparing, you know? Because sometimes God is expecting you to move. Maybe I wasn't as healthy as I should have been, you know, and he's like, hey, your body ain't ready. Let me go ahead and get ready, God. Let me get ready. Thank you, Lord. Let me go ahead and get ready. So, it's 8 days post-ovulation. And I want to take a pregnancy test. Like, I'm really excited to be a mom. Like excited. And I'm so excited to, like, have a kid with my husband. Like, we gonna have a baby and that baby gonna look like me, child. One last thing. I posted on Facebook and I was like, I want a baby so bad. And like, it just took off. All these people, all this love telling me to wait, like, it's okay, it's just in God's time. And I'm like, yeah, I already know all that, y'all. And then I got inboxes from people trying to tell me how to have a baby or telling me to wait. And I'm just like, y'all, I'm 29 years old. I want a few kids. So like, I just feel like I need to start now. That's how I feel, even though everything's on God's timing. But out of everything that all the information everybody gave me, I knew every single thing already. I know when I ovulate. I know all this stuff. I know when to do it. All that, right? But one person, she was like, she was pregnant at the moment. And she was like, I already have a few kids or whatever. But me and my husband wanted to have another child. So we went to the store and we purchased a baby outfit. And we hung it up on the wall. And then, you know, we would touch it and hold it and, you know, and we got pregnant. I was like, girl, let me go ahead. We bought us a little outfit. we went to Target and like, we just went down a little baby aisle. It was a little scarce baby aisle, too, a little scarce. I got this, and it says made of awesome, and it's neutral colors. I feel like these are neutral colors. My living room is gray and teal, and this is gray and teal, and I didn't realize it until we got home. And my husband, he literally took this like out of the bag and he hung it up on our vision board, and I was just like, you are beautiful. You just gonna hang it up on a vision board like that? Okay, cool. I think this is something that people don't do. They don't envision things. And sometimes, like, all it takes is for you to imagine. Oh, why not? Shoot, let me get some baby hormones from thinking about it, you know? So, but this was like something like I did not think about doing. And I was just like, that just makes so much sense. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I really enjoyed talking about it. And I'm so excited. And I cannot wait. So thank you guys for tuning in. And y'all, stick with me.